Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, so how about a little field trip today down to the pool? Because word is that the pool is closed today. And my neighbor and I are wanting to go to the pool. But let me give you a little background story first before we go down to see if the pool is closed today. So yesterday, today is Thursday, Wednesday afternoon at about 4:30, really horrible storms just like whipped through Indianapolis. And they didn't last for very long. They only lasted for, I think, like 30 to 45 minutes in Indianapolis, but they were horrible. And I'm going to talk more about this in my vlog because I took a long walk last night and I got to see a lot of kind of like the damage that happened because of the storm and stuff like that. But my husband got home right in the middle of the storm last night, and the electricity had just gone out, and our electricity goes out a lot where we live, but it usually comes back on after 2 to 3 hours at the longest. And so when my husband came home, I said, oh, the electricity's out. He was like, yeah, there's like a tree on a down power line down the street, but our whole neighborhood was out. Okay, so let me just explain this to you. We have no idea why. But my neighbor and I, and then these 3 houses down here, are on a different grid, okay? The rest of the neighborhood is on a completely different grid. So they usually get their electricity back before we do. But the storm only lasted for like 30 or 45 minutes last night. I did not know that many people had been affected. Apparently it was like 80,000 homes in Indianapolis had been affected last night without electricity, but we didn't know that. So I had all this stuff powered up and like ready to go in case the electricity went out. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stress out about it because once the storms passed, it was really nice outside. In fact, there were a lot of people walking last night. The sun came out. It was a beautiful evening last night. And so the electricity was out. My husband went to sleep at like 5 o'clock last night, slept straight through the night. He slept from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go on my walk. So I went on a walk last night, took a longest walk I've taken so far, 2.5 hours last night. And I walked through like all these different neighborhoods. And I heard, it was really weird because I had my AirPods on, I was listening to an audiobook. And I was going through this neighborhood, like 2 neighborhoods from us, and I kept on hearing like this buzzing, and I was like, is that in my book? Like, what's going on? And it was, all these houses had generators, and because I finally took my AirPod out, and I was like, what is that? And it was like, all these houses had generators that were like, because I was like, how do they have electricity? They didn't. They had all these houses had generators. So I went on this really long walk last night, and then I got home, and it was still really nice outside. And so I texted my neighbor Laura. She and I go to the pool a lot. And I said, hey, like Alex is asleep. I'm thinking about running up to the pool and coming back, and I'm going to watch a movie or a show or something like that. She's like, oh, I would love to go to the pool. So we went up to the pool last night, and it was really nice. We thought the water was going to be like freezing cold. There was like no lights on. We saw these frogs at the pool that like we kept on hearing these frogs, and she found where the frog was, and it just was a really fun like Midwest night. The storms passed. Everybody that I had heard of was safe. I didn't hear that people like, you know, were like hurt and stuff like that. So I just thought, okay, the electricity is going to come on sooner or later. What was weird was that the storms whipped through between, like I said, like 4:30 and 5:15, and then the electricity went out. When I talked to her, she said the electricity was supposed to come on between 7:15 and 7:45. Then when I was on my walk, I passed these 2 sisters that live down here, and they said, okay, the new update is, because I kind of at first started walking around here because I wanted to get my vlog up last night, my other videos, because I was in the middle of uploading videos when all this happened. So I just was like, I'm not going to stress out about it. They'll get up when they get up. I'm uploading my vlog from yesterday as we speak, and it's like 1 o'clock on, I think it's like 1:15 on Thursday. So you know what? I don't stress out about that stuff anymore. So when I was talking to these sisters down there by the pool, I was like, I'm thinking about getting in the pool, but it's probably cold. And they said, well, the electricity is not supposed to come back on till 11:15 now. And I was like, oh, well, because I was like trying to walk around here in case the electricity went on, because I could see our carriage lights, you can see up there, they automatically go on. And so if none of the carriage lights in the neighborhood were on, then I knew that the electricity was still off. But I had walked like 2 neighborhoods over and stuff. So anyway, So we went to the pool, had a great night, came back, and there was a bunch of stuff in the pool. There was like, we were taking out limbs and leaves and all this kind of stuff. And so came back, and electricity still wasn't on, and Alex was still asleep. I cannot sleep without a fan. I'm going to go into more detail about this on my vlog if you watch my vlog. So anyway, so I'll be posting 2 vlogs today. But anyway, so I was like, I'm just going to watch some shows and stuff like that. So I stayed up like almost all night watching shows because I thought, well, sooner or later the electricity is going to come back on, and then I can upload my vlog, and at least I can post my vlog. The other videos I can post tomorrow. Well, the electricity never came on, and at about 5:30, I think it was like 5:15, 5:30, I was like, just go to sleep. And so I plugged in this really weak travel fan that I have into our battery charger. I have these huge power pack chargers that I bought the last time their electricity went out, which I think was last October. And so that's how I fell asleep. Got very little sleep, woke up today, and it was like 10:30, and the electricity still wasn't on. Oh, this was the other thing. I came out here last night at like right before I went to bed, and all the other lights in the neighborhood were on, and I went and looked. Hers wasn't on, and then the neighbors down there, they weren't on. So I was like, ugh, one grid is on, the other grid is off. So I was like, well, usually when that happens, ours comes back on about 2 or 3 hours later. So, and theirs had just come on at like 4 or 5 in the morning. So anyway, so I was like, my vlog's gonna be a total repeat of all this probably, but whatever. So anyway, so I went to sleep, got up about 10:30, our electricity still wasn't on, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And so we were texting and stuff, and I was like, at this point, like my power packs were uncharged. So my neighbor was like, you can use my Wi-Fi to upload your videos if you need to, and he like brought he was so sweet. He brought this like a extension cord all the way out here so I could work out here. So I got everything set up, okay, and it was like 12 o'clock, and the electricity went back on. But with the electricity, they put out a notice, because earlier in the day when the electricity was out, apparently the pool is on our grid. So the pool wasn't pumping. So my neighbor had texted me, and she said, I'm thinking about going to the pool later if you want to go. And she's like, because she does like a lot of like online stuff, and a lot of people can't go to meetings and stuff today because of being out of power. So she was like, I can't work today. She was like, so I was thinking about going to the pool later. I was like, oh, I would love to, but did you not get the notice? They sent out an email notice that the pool's closed because the pump can't pump the chemicals in the filtration system. And she said, are you telling me that we swam in that gross pool last night? And she's like, that's probably why I have a sty in my eye. So I was like, I don't know. I feel fine today. So I was like, I want to go down and check and see if the pool's closed. So I have my pool key with me. So I thought, we'll go down there. Oh, the other thing I have to tell you guys, because I just filled them, was that we were supposed to get these horrible winds last night, which we did, which is, it wasn't like the thunder, or it wasn't the lightning and stuff like that. It was the winds that took down like the trees and stuff and cracked the trees. I mean, it's a lot of trees down all over the different neighborhoods that I saw. But I took in my bird feeders because I was afraid that they would like crash to the ground. And so I took them inside, and last night when it got nice, I didn't want to bring them back out in case the storm started up again. And so all the birds and the ducks and everything were like congregating around in our yard. I'm going to show some of it on my vlog, and I did on last night's vlog, but they were all congregating around in our yard. They were like, where's the food? Where's the food? So I finally brought them out here this morning when like everything had like died down, and I just filled the bird feeder. So the birds are starting to come back, but we're going to go take a little field trip down to the pool to see if the pool is open. But first, let me show you. So what I do, okay? So right here, I don't know if you can see, but I put a bunch of corn and stuff because this is where the chipmunk likes to come. People were really worried that maybe the chipmunks lost their home when they redid my landscaping yesterday, but the chipmunks have continued to run back and forth, so their holes have not been covered up. So you can see I just filled all the bird feeders. This one's the one they like to sit in, and then this one has been kind of active since I filled it up. And then you can see I put all this like corn and stuff down there. Now tomorrow when I come out here, or later tonight, all of this, all the corn, do you see where I put it? This is for the ducks and the squirrels. It'll all be gone. Do you see how much I put down there? Look how much I put down there. It'll all be gone. So, okay. On my vlog from yesterday, I posted like all these trees that were down and stuff. Now our maintenance company came through, and you can see they cleaned it up today. They put all the trees and stuff, and they did a real nice job cleaning it up. But I'm hoping that maybe we can go to the pool. It doesn't look like anybody's at the pool. And if the pool's closed, they will put a huge sign out there that says, pool closed. go in anyway. I'm gonna go in anyway with my key. But one good thing did come out of it, we thought, was we were up at the pool last night until the time that you're not supposed to be at the pool, and the alarm didn't go off, and we're like, oh my God, the alarm didn't go off. So that means, because we're very speculative about, my neighbor and I, about what the actual time is that the alarm goes off. So every year we try to guess what time it is. And so at first they told us there was no alarm anymore, then they told us there is an alarm, so we think they reset it this year. So we were up here past the time that the, oh, there is a pool closed sign. Damn it, Janet. Oh, they have a lock on it and everything. I can't even go in. But they, come on, it's summer. We cleaned out half that pool last night for them. Damn it, Janet. But anyway, so we're in the pool last night, right? Pitch black, bullfrogs squawking up that night. And we're like, oh, the alarm didn't go off. That means we can stay up here real late. And then we realized there was no electricity, so the alarm wouldn't have gone off. Okay. You can see what they do to us. Do you see this? Look. Pool closed. And then look at this. Like, somebody is so trying to sneak into the pool. Look, I have my key. Let's see if it works. Oh, it does. But not like I can get by there. Should I, this should be my thumbnail. The pool looks completely fine to me. And I think that it's fair to say, oh my God, it looks so clean compared to last night. Somebody came up here and cleaned because we had all these, so we took the, well, I took the little scalper thing and cleaned everything up, all the leaves. This pool was a mess last night. There were like full branches in there and stuff like that. And we cleaned it all out. Look at that. Somebody's coming up here. That pool looks perfectly fine to swim in. Don't you think?
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Your dog is so cute.
Oh, thank you.
He's got a little leaf.
Alright.
I want to go in the pool. Oh, the pool people are here.
Sorry?
Are you the pool people?
Yeah, the power got knocked out from the storm.
Yeah, I heard.
So I'm here to get it going.
Oh, good for, oh, yay. So maybe we can get in this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm not done.
Oh, great. Oh, that's awesome. You're awesome.
Just called because the power's on and I have to be right here.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God. We're going to the pool. We're going to the pool. Okay, so I got to get back and let my neighbor know that we're going to the pool. They're coming to fix the pool right now. Hey, how are you? They just came. This is so crazy that they just came when I was up here. We're going to the pool anyway. We were going to go to the pool anyway. So anyway, I'll let you guys know how nice it was. Love you. Bye.